Welcome to the demo video for AI accounts. Before we get started, let us have a quick introduction about AI accounts. AI accounts is known as the simplest accounting software. It's extremely user-friendly, cloud-based accounting software tailored for SME, offering a comprehensive plan with all the features included, and it allows you to manage your day-to-day operations and transactions from invoicing, quotation, bank reconciliation, project, inventory, and more. Today, I am excited to drive you through this AI accounting software. Here we are in the AI accounts software home screen after you have logged into the account. As you can see, all the toolbar and function here is very clear and easily understandable. First thing first, you shall set up the company information in the AI accounts. You may fill up your company information such as company name, company registrations, and country here. Once you have done filling up, just click Save. Next, we shall navigate to the setting down in the toolbar to set up the accounts. As you can see, there are a lot of the settings here. We'll go through one by one. Financial setting. So financial setting, you can set up your incorporation date, your accounting period start date, accounting year end date here. Once you have updated the accounting year start date and end date, you can set the log date. The log date is to log the entry on and before this date, making them uneditable. You can also update your credit terms for your customer as well credit terms for your supplier in these sections. Next, we'll go to the quote setting. Here you can update the quotes, top notes as well as the bottom notes in the quotes generated. The next will be invoice settings. Same, you can update your top notes as well as the bottom notes in the invoice generated here. Once you have updated, just simply click Save and proceed to the next. The next is the official receipt top notes and bottom note settings, followed by the payment voucher top notes as well as the bottom note setting. And next, we will move to the accounts. The default charge of accounts is already created in the AI account. This is suitable for most of the SME. However, you can still add a new account or import one if it's needed. The next is the currency setting. You can add additional currency if necessary. The starting currency is the functional currency, which is the home currency. This cannot be modified. If you would like to modify this home currency, you need to create a new account. The next setting is the tax code setting. You may set up your GST, VAT, or SST that is applicable to your country. You can select either sales tax or expenses tax or both. If you want the relevant tax code to appear in the sales or expenses sections, you may also add a new tax code that is applicable to your country here. Next will be the user setting. Here you can add more users to the accounts. One of the good reasons why to choose the AI accounting software is because AI accounts allow you to provide the access to your accountant. So your accountants can assist to prepare the up-to-date bookkeepings as well as to provide you with the timely financial advice based on the up-to-date management accounts prepared. So if you would like to grant your accountants the access to assist you with your account preparations, you may add them here. Permission user will have the full access to the accounts, while permission sales only will restrict to the sales module only, sales functions only, while the permissions read only will allow the user to view the accounts without doing any modifications. Enter the email address, select the user permissions, and once you're done, just click Submit to proceed. Once you have completed all the settings, then you may start your bookkeeping for your daily business. First of all, we'll go to the sales. Quotation, sales quotes. So you can actually add a sales quotes or generated a sales quotation using the AI accounting software. You can just navigate to the add new quotes functions, click on it, then select the customer. You can add any new customer if you would like to. Once you have filled up the necessary details, the date as well as the descriptions, valid accounts, then you can just proceed to click the submit. Then once you have done the submissions, then you can create the sales quote from the export button. Simply just click on the export, then it will actually download the sales quotation generated in PDF from the AI accounts. The next, you can also prepare a sales invoice using the AI accounts. Simply just go to click on add new sales, fill up all the details that's required, including invoice date, customer name, then descriptions, choose the revenue accounts, then click on submit once you have done. So in the view here, you can see that you can actually see the status of these sales invoices generated. If you would like to generate the sales invoice, you can simply click on the export buttons, normal invoice or text invoice. Again, the same, once you click on it, then it will automatically download the PDF copy of the sales invoice generated. Again, if you would like to have your invoice to have a specific footnotes as well as the top notes, then you can actually use the invoice setting that we have discussed previously. You also may check the status of your invoices here, and if let's say the invoice payments is already received, you can also add the receipt here. Simply just input the accounts that the amount have been received, the date the amounts has been received, the amounts have been received, then click on submit. Once you have actually input the receipt, then the status will change from unpaid to paid. Next will be the all receipt functions. Once you click on the all receipt buttons, it will navigate you through here all the receipt that you have raised. So if you would like to edit, then you can actually just click on here and do the necessary additions. Then you can just click on here and do the necessary edit. Next, we will move to the expenses module. This is the module where you record all your business expenses. You can navigate to the all expenses, the same add new expenses to input all your expenses item. Select the details that's required. All the details that's required. And once you are done, just simply click on submit. So here, once you have submitted, then you can see that the status is unpaid. If let's say you have paid for the expenses, then you can add the payments for these expenses. So here you can choose where you have actually paid the amounts. Is it from cash in hand, or is it from the deposit balance, or actually from the bank balance? So once you actually fill all the details, then you can just click submit. So the status will change from unpaid to paid. So I would say that the function here is very much user friendly and easily understandable. So against all expenses payments, here you can actually see all the payments that you have actually made for the expenses. Next, we will move to the inventory. You have the inventory list here. So if let's say you have any new inventory, you can add the code here as well as the item name. You can also import the inventory names into the inventory codes or inventory names into the AI accounts. If you have purchased an inventory, you can simply navigate to the inventory purchase, then click on the add new inventory purchase and fill out the details required accordingly. Once you have done, just click on submit. Yes, again, it's the same. So if you have made the payments for this inventory purchase, you can just add the payments, which is exactly similar to the expenses payments that we have actually discussed just now. So if you have any sales of the inventory, the same, you can go to the inventory sales and add new inventory sales. Fill out the customer name, item code, descriptions, quantity, unit price if any, then click on submit. Again, it's the same. If you have received the money for this invoice, you can add the receipt, which is exactly as the same as the sales function just now that we have actually go through. So once you have updated all your inventory sales and purchase, you can go back to the inventory list here, then it will show the quantity remaining balance here. So from here, you can monitor your inventory level for your business need. So next, we'll move to the fixed asset recording. If you have purchased any of the fixed asset, you can go to the fixed asset module, add a new fixed asset, then fill out accordingly the asset names, then select the asset counts that are relevant. Select the purchase of the asset information, the supplier information, and bill amount, and select the depreciation start date as well as residual value, depreciation method, useful life. Once you have done, you can just click submit. Hence, if you have made the payments for this asset purchase, you can just simply add on the payments, which is exactly as the same as the expenses payment as well as the inventory purchase payment just now. So once you are done with your fixed asset adding, you can run the depreciations automatically using the AI accounts. So you may choose the date that you would like the depreciation to run through and depreciate accordingly. Once you are done, then we'll move to the next module, project modules. You can use the project module to keep track of your project as well as calculate each project profits. You can tag the sales invoice as well as the expenses invoice to the project. Once you have done, you can simply click Submit to save it. The next will be the manual journal. If you have any accounting adjustment needed, then you may just use the manual journal to record the accounting entry. You may just navigate to add a new journal and select the accounts that you would like to debit or credit to make the necessary adjustment. Once you have done, you can just simply click on Submit. Last will be the bank reconciliations. You may do a bank reconciliations by selecting the accounts that you would like to do the reconciliation, bank statement date, and then key in the statement's balance and do the necessary reconciliations. For example, in this case, the amounts that actually being captured in the general ledger is net 400. So if let's say your statement balance is 400, then you can key in accordingly. Then once you have done, you can reconcile it. And we have the import bank functions. You can actually select the import bank functions and import the bank statements into the AR accounts directly and do the bank reconciliations. Once you have completed the accounting entries, then you may proceed to the next, which is generating the reports. Here you can see that there are a lot of the report which will be fulfill all your accounting needs as well as your business needs. If you want to view this report, all you need to do is just simply click on the report that you want to view. So for example here, then you can see that the balance sheet has already been generated to include all the items that we have previously just keyed in. The profit and loss statements, you can actually choose or custom the profit and loss according to your needs. For example, yearly, monthly, half yearly, or even quarterly. So you can also generate a profit and loss by month. So this is extremely useful for you to compare the profit and loss or even the sales over the months. There are a lot more reports here which may fulfill your needs. Examples such as receivable report, that you can actually see the customer that we have been owing the money for over the periods. You can also see the aging of the payable as well from here. Reconciliation report, depreciation report, as well as GST report if required. The last, you can also generate a financial performance summary here. Financial performance summary will detail out some of the financial performance of the company which might be useful for your business need. So that's all for the AI accounts. And for this demo for AI accounts. AI accounts do provide options for you may sign up free trial accounts and no credit card details are required, and subscription can be cancelled at any time. So please do not hesitate to try out the software today. And if you are interested to subscribe the AI account, please do not hesitate to contact us via email as well.